This river is dammed to create the Tabela Reservoir, and the dancing girl sculpture was found in this river's ancient city of Mohenjo-Daro. For the point, name this South Asian river which lends its name to the Harappan civilization of Pakistan and India.
Pass.
A former British colony claimed by this country runs a de facto independent government from the city of Hargeisa. This country is separated from Yemen by the Gulf of Aden. For the point, name this country on the Horn of Africa whose capital is Mogadishu.
Somalia.
That is true. The city's oldest building is St. Margaret's Chapel, and a portion of this city's namesake castle was originally constructed during the reign of King David I. This city lies on the southern shore of the Firth of Forth and is the second largest in its country after Glasgow. For the point, name this capital city of Scotland.
Pass.
The tallest brick example of these structures in the United States is located at Cape Hatteras. One of these structures in ancient Alexandria was known as the Pharaohs. For the point, name these towers which shine out to sea in order to prevent shipwrecks.
Pass.
This country contains Mount Damavand, Asia's highest volcano. Within its Alborz Mountains, while this country's western border roughly follows the Zagros Mountains. This is the largest and most populous Shia majority country in the world. For the point, name this country formerly known as Persia, whose capital is Tehran.
Iran.
That is true. During the summer solstice, the sun rises over this structure's hillstone. For the point, name this prehistoric monument in Wiltshire, England, which consists of rings upright stones.
Stonehenge.
That is correct. Located between the Andes Mountains and the Chilean Cuesta Range. Put your hands together for them, please. Prosek, your set of questions. With its northern neighbor, this country disputes the Kaifa, Kingi, and Abeyi regions. With the southeastern neighbor, this country disputes the Ilemi Triangle. For the point, name this African country which split from a similarly named country governed from Khartoum and whose own capital is located at Juba.
South Sudan.
That is correct. The Abura Valley region of this country, formed by the Medellin River, is among the most populous in the Andes Mountains. For the point, name this South American country governed from Bogota.
Colombia.
That is true. This body of water drains into a larger body by the Bolivar Roads and the San Luis Pass. This body of water was connected to the Buffalo Bayou by the dredging of the major Texas Ship Canal. For the point, name this arm of Gulf of Mexico in Texas, whose namesake city was the site of the deadliest hurricane in the U.S. history in 1900.
Pass.
This island's most active volcano is Mount Marapi, and this island's western portion includes the Parafayan Highlands. This island is separated from Sumatra by the Hunda Strait. For the point, name this most populous island on Earth.
Java.
That is correct. Many World War II shipwrecks can be found in this country's Iron Bottom Sound, also known as the Slot. Control of Henderson Field was contested during a campaign on this country's island of Guadalcanal. For the point, name this Malaysian nation with capital Honiara, which is named after a wealthy biblical king.
Solomon Islands.
Solomon Islands is correct. The greatest artesian basin in Australia was widely considered the largest one of these structures in the world. One of these structures in the Great Plains is called Ogallala. For the point, name these layers of permeable subsurface rock which act as reservoirs for fresh water.
Pass.
Question 7. This country is governed by the Althing, the oldest existing parliament in the world, separated from Greenland by the Davis Strait. For the point, name this northern European...
Iceland.
Iceland is correct. Put your hands together for them. That ends round 1. We'll get to know the scoreboard at the end of round 1 pretty shortly. Before we begin round 2, let's take some substitutions from the schools. At the end of round 1, ladies and gentlemen, St. Hubert Seminary and Senior High School, they had 30 points. Presbyterian Boys Legon had 50 points. Contestants, welcome to round 2, the R-cubed round. In this round, the questions will focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school is posed a question. A right answer will attract 10 points, a bonus worth 5 points, a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. Starting round 2 with Presbyterian Boys, Prosec. But this is a preamble to both schools. I need you to complete the analogy. Complete the analogy. Prosec. Monk is to devotion as A. Maniac is to pacifism. B. Explorer is to contentment. C. Visionary is to complacency. And D. Philistine is to culture.
B.
B is incorrect. Chance of the bonus. St. Hubert.
D.
D is the correct answer. St. Hubert, this is your measure question. Slapstick is to laughter as A. Fallacy is to dismay. Genre is to mystery. Mimicry is to tears. Horror is to fear. John.
D.
D is the correct answer. Prosec, your measure question. Verve is to enthusiasm as A. Loyalty is to duplicity. Devotion is to reverence. Intensity is to color. Generosity is to elation.
B.
B is correct. Just right on time. St. Hubert. Cobbler is to shoe as A. Hockey is to horse. Contractor to building. Cowboy to boot. Porter to paint. John.
B.
B is the correct answer. Prosec, your major question. But this is a preamble to the two schools. I will scramble a word and I need you to unscramble it. You understand? Prosec, this word means the action of feeling or showing sorrow. Your scrambled word is T-I-N-P-E-N-E-C-E.
Penitence.
The bell went before you spoke. That's even incorrect, of course. Yeah, a bonus to
Pass.
St. Hubert. The answer is penitence. St. Hubert, this word means no longer produced or used, out of date. That's the meaning of the word. Now, your scrambled word is D-A-T-E-P-E-R-N-S-N-U-A-T. What's the word? John?
Superannuated.
Say again?
Superannuated.
That's correct. Prosec, this is your question. This word means pointless or unnecessary. Pointless or unnecessary. Your word is T-R-U-C-F-R-I-N-S-O-U. What's the right word? A bonus, St. Hubert.
Pass.
The answer I'm looking for is infractuous. Infractuous. So your major question, St. Hubert. This word means lacking excitement or variety. Lacking excitement or variety. Your scrambled word is M-R-U-U-D-H-M. What's the word? John?
Humdrum.
That's the right word. Contestants, let's do some math. Prosec, your question. The first row of an auditorium has 10 seats. Each subsequent row has 2 more seats than the previous row. There are 20 rows in all the auditorium. If 120 people are to fill this room, starting from the first row, every row must be filled consecutively, and every seat can take only one person. On which row will the last person be? Prosek.
The eighth row.
The 8th row is correct. St. Hubert, 64 smaller cubes were arranged to form a bigger cube. The 6 faces of the bigger cube were then painted black. How many smaller cubes will have a black paint on at least one of their 6 faces? Since Hubert could not take it. Prosek. Excel.
37.
37 is correct. Prosek, your major question. What is the remainder if 2 exponent 206 is divided by 5? Excel.
4.
4 is correct. St. Hubert, what is the remainder if 3 exponent 52 is divided by 5? Pedro.
1.
1 is correct. Prosek, Read Aloud Foundation donated a number of books to a class. If each student in the class takes 5 books, there will be 10 books left. If 2 students do not take a book and the rest of the students take 6 books each, there will be no books left. How many books were donated to the class? Excel.
22.
Incorrect. St. Hubert, bonus. The answer is 120. 120. St. Hubert, this is your major question. A number of candies in a park is to be shared among a group of children. If 3 children do not pick candies, each child will get 6 candies, and there will be no candies left. If 5 children do not pick candies, each of the remaining children can pick 8 candies, and there will be 4 candies left. How many candies are in the park?
Pass.
Prosek. Excel.
36.
36 is correct. Prosek, your major question. There are 20 red, 30 yellow, and 40 green marbles in a bag. What is the minimum number of balls that must be removed from the bag to ensure that at least one of every color is drawn? Excel.
71.
71 is correct. St. Hubert, there are 6 red, 6 orange, 6 yellow bow ties packaged in 18 identical and marked boxes. 1 bow tie per box. What is the least number of boxes that must be selected in order to be sure that among the boxes selected, 4 or more contain bow ties of the same color? Pedro.
16.
16, no. Bonus, Prosek. Excel.
10.
10 is correct. Contestants, round 2 has ended. At the end of round 2, Presbyterian Boys Legon, they had 45 points. And leading round 2 is St. Hubert Seminary and Senior High School with 50 points.
At Academic City, we are not just students. We are problem solvers, innovators, and future-ready leaders. We power the future and create groundbreaking technologies ready to tackle real-world challenges head-on. In a world driven by technology, we shape the digital landscape, transforming challenges into opportunities. At the core of strategic thinking and decision-making, we thrive in the dynamic realm of commerce. We evolve into leaders who not only speak, but stand for what's right, forging narratives and stirring the conscience of the world. Embark on a journey with us where innovation meets education. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders.
Contestants, welcome to round 3, the STEM round. Those of you at home, round 3, the questions will be posed to the 2 schools. They're buzzing at any time while the question is being read for a maximum of 10 points for a correct answer, a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. A bonus is worth 10 points also in this round. To the 2 schools, the rear wheels of a car are turning at an angular speed of 60 radian per second. The brakes are applied for 5 seconds, causing a uniform angular retardation of 8 radian per second squared. The number of revolutions turned by the rear wheels during the braking period is about what? Per sec.
32.
32 is correct. To the 2 schools, which of the following statements corresponds to Kepler's laws of planetary motion? A planet moves around the sun in a circular orbit. B, a planet moves around the sun in an elliptical orbit. St. Hubert.
B.
Incorrect. B is a planet moves around the sun in an elliptical orbit with the sun at the geometrical center. C, a planet moves around the sun in an elliptical orbit with the sun at the focus. Abripong.
C.
Is correct. To the 2 schools, the escape speed of a body from the Earth, regarded as uniform, non-rotating sphere, depends on A, the mass of the body, B, the direction of projection, C, the location of the projection on the Earth's surface, D, the height of location per sec. Per sec.
D.
D is correct. To the 2 schools, which of the following is a true statement about the life cycles of seedless plants? A, in charophygon algae, the sporophyte generation is dominant. B, in most Mosses bryophyta, the gamophyte generation is dominant. Per sec.
B.
B is correct. To the 2 schools, this property is observed in materials without inversion symmetry. A sharp tip with this property is attached to a cantilever. Per sec.
Piezoelectricity.
Piezoelectricity is correct. To the 2 schools, in a theory concerning this force, David Gross and Frank Wilczek discovered asymptotic freedom, which in one context can be explained by pion exchanges, referred to as residual in one capacity. This force explains why free particles are required to have a Color charge value of 0. Per sec.
The nuclear strong force.
The nuclear strong force is correct. To the 2 schools. This region of electromagnetic spectrum partly names a situation in which a black body emits boundless energy in a namesake catastrophe. Per sec.
Ultraviolet.
That's correct. To the 2 schools, yttrium barium copper oxide was the first material discovered that could superconduct above the boiling point of this substance at nearly 92 Kelvin. The handling of this substance requires it to be slowly boiled to 77 Kelvin and stored and transported in vacuum flasks. This substance's low boiling point is caused by the weak Van der Waals interaction between its diatomic molecules. For the point, name this incredibly cold liquid. Per sec.
Liquid nitrogen.
That's true. Last question to end round 3. To the 2 schools. A test named for a chloride of this element, is used to detect phenols in a sample compound. This element combines with a cyanide compound to form the pigment Prussian blue. After magnesium, St. Hubert.
Sodium. Sodium.
That's incorrect. This element combines with a cyanide compound to form the pigment Prussian blue. After magnesium, this element has the most abundant isotope of any other metal in the solar system. One of this element's primary ores is magnetite, and another ore of this element is hematite. For the point, identify this element whose pig type is a byproduct of steel production. Prosec.
Iron.
Iron is true. Round 3 has ended. At the end of round 3, St. Hubert's Seminary had minus 15 points. Presbyterian Boys Legon with 85 points. Let's leave on stage our experts in English language as we begin round 4, also known as the one-on-one round or the G-Money round. In this round, each school is receiving 150 Ghana cedis from G-Money for every correct answer they give. Join the G-Money family as you dial *422#. Eugene and John, you're welcome. In English language, I need you to provide the missing letters to form this word, which means an indefinite and a very long period of time. The word is spelled -O-N-. Eugene. St. Hubert, chance for you.
E-N-S.
E-N-S, that's the letters I'm looking for. To the two schools, listen carefully. This word starts with an E and ends with an E and literally contains a letter. What word is it? Prosec.
Episode.
Incorrect. The word is an envelope. Envelope. To the two schools, in maths, you have 30 seconds to do this. 3 friends, X, Y, and Z, ran a race. Y finished 12 meters ahead of Z and 18 meters ahead of X, while Z finished 8 meters ahead of X. If each friend ran the entire distance at their respective constant speeds, what is the length of the race? Pedro.
108 meters.
Incorrect. Prosec.
300 meters.
That's also incorrect. I'm looking for 48 meters. To the two schools, you have 30 seconds. A pump can fill a cistern in 12 hours. After half the cistern is filled, 3 more similar pumps are opened. What is the total time taking to fill the cistern completely? Excel.
7.5 hours.
That's correct. Paul Stephen, good to see you again. In science, conodonts were entirely wiped out during one of the big 5 extinction events during this period, in which archosaurs were dominant. Pangaea began to split during this period that saw the evolution of the earliest true mammals. Stephen.
Mesozoic era.
Incorrect. Pangaea began to split during this period that saw the evolution of the earliest true mammals and was preceded by an event known as the Great Dying. The mass extinction at the end of the Permian was followed by, for the point, what geological period that preceded the Jurassic? Abripon.
The Triassic period.
It's true. To the two schools. Most researchers agree that these entities require exotic matter in order to stabilize themselves. According to Polkinski's paradox, a billiard ball traveling through these entities can knock itself off course. The Schwarzschild type of these entities are thought to contain an Einstein-Rosen bridge. which is a tube. Abrimpong?
A wormhole.
Wormhole is correct. General knowledge. David, Nyakbab, you're welcome. You have 10 seconds to do this. This body of water's westernmost arm is known as the Bohai Sea. Arms of this body of water separate the Liaodong and the Shandong peninsulas from the mainland. Both the Huangyi and the Walu rivers discharge into this body of water, and the sediments they carry give this body of water its most common English name. For the point, name this colorfully named sea that separates Korea from China. David. David.
Yellow Sea.
Yellow Sea is correct. To the two schools, identify this BBC Komla Jumo Award winner, the first Ghanaian to receive this. David.
Paakwesi Asare.
Paakwesi Asare is his name. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 4, St. Hubert Seminary and Senior High School, they had 10 points. Leading round 4 is Presbyterian Boys School, Legon, with 50 points. Please put us together for them. And that is translated to mean St. Hubert Seminary and Senior High School, they are taking 150 cedis from G-Money. Please put us together for them and G-Money. While Presbyterian Boys School, Legon, are taking 750 cedis from G-Money. Thank you. We've come to the end of the contest. We get to know the scoreboard at the end of the entire contest. At the end of the 4-round contest, St. Hubert Seminary and Senior High School, they had 75 points. Presbyterian Boys Legon, they won the contest with 230 points. St. Hubert Seminary and Senior High School, I must tell you, we are so proud of you. Well done. Your school is proud of you. We know that we'll see you again and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Put your hands together for St. Hubert again. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, Legon. Congratulations. Wish you all the best in the future contests, and it will get tougher. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Noble Crosby, and I've been your quiz master in this exciting contest. I'll see you again right after this break. Stay with us.
G-Money, Obiara, G-Money. Yeah, back for two high. Yeah, money transaction, papa. Yeah, back for two high. Yeah, back G-Money. Yeah, back for two high. Yeah, money transaction, papa. Yeah, back for two high. With G-Money on every mobile network. B.I.G. Chatum with G-Money on every mobile network.
G-Money, B.I.G. Chatum with G-Money.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Please put your hands together. Make welcome the two schools. Let's take the introductions of the school, starting with Accra Academy.
Mustafa Abdul Wahab, General Science, final year.
Adu Iron, General Science, final year.
Blenu Arthur Tete, General Science, final year.
Samuel Peter, General Science, final year.
Please put your hands together for them. The gentlemen from Accra Academy are facing off against another group of men from St. Augustine's College. Your names, please.
Ofo Brian Kwekwe Nkrumah, General Science, final year.
Fabeno says General Science, final year.
Abakandru Godfrey, General Science, final year.
Samuel Nyamkenyenzu, General Science, final year.
Please put your hands together for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the right corner round, round one. Each school has 2 minutes to answer 8 questions on social literacy. Correct answer will attract 10 points. There's no bonus, you can pass only once. I'm starting round one with Accra Academy. Accra Academy, your set of questions, and I'll need you to listen carefully. This country's southernmost region is governed from the city of Punta Arenas. The flag of this nation is very similar to the flag of Texas, except that the blue field is only in the upper left corner. For the point, name this narrow South American country whose capital is Santiago.
Chile.
The eastern half of this island was colonized by Portugal following the establishment of the capital city of Dili. For the point, name the Southeast Asian island split between Indonesia and a namesake country. Say again?
East Timor.
We'll get back to that. That country of this name also includes the island of Pogo. The westernmost point on continental Africa has this name. For the point, give this name shared by a peninsula in Senegal and an island country whose capital is Praia.
Quebec.
This Sahel lake has lost over 95% of its historic volume. For the point, name this rapidly drying up African lake which shares its name with a country governed from N'Djamena.
Chad.
True. The city of Kuching is on this island and serves as the capital of the Sarawak state. This island's highest peak of Mount Kinabalu overlooks the habitat of its native.
Malaysia.
That is incorrect. Major cities along this river include Cologne and Düsseldorf. For the point, name this European river which forms the border between France and Germany.
Pass.
This archipelago's highest point is the Makushin volcano, which is contained in the Fox Islands. This archipelago's largest island is Atu, and while under Russian control, these islands were known as the Catherine Archipelago. For the point, name this chain of islands off the southwest coast of Alaska.
Pass.
Cities along this river include Vientiane and Phnom Penh. For the point, name the Southeast Asian river which discharges in southern Vietnam.
Pass.
You passed a few questions, starting with question, please put your hands together for them. I'm able to say that the answer provided for question number 2 is correct. Please put your hands together for them. So now guess things. Your set of questions. Please listen carefully because I'll read fast. The disputed Tuzla Island lies along the northern banks of this body of water within the Kerch Strait. In 2014, Russia invaded and annexed a peninsula along this body of water's northern shore. For the point, name this inland sea located south of Ukraine and north of Turkey.
The Black Sea.
True. This country also is home to Gankar Penzium, the tallest unclimbed mountain in the world. This country, whose national language is Jonka, is ruled by the Wanchuk dynasty. For the point, name the small Himalayan monarchy whose capital is Thimphu.
Bhutan.
An annual festival featuring the burning of a wooden effigy is hosted at a temporary city in this state's Black Rock Desert. This state's largest city is served as Makarian International Airport and is home to many casinos, including the Vietnam and Caesars Palace. For the point, name this western U.S. state whose capital is Carson City.
Pass.
This mountain which lies on the border of the Acre and the Igdva provinces, was first ascended by Frederick Paro and Chacha Abdulven. For the point, name this highest mountain in Turkey, which according to the Bible was the location on which Noah's Ark landed.
Mount Ararat.
Say again?
Mount Ararat.
This city's circular canal system has earned it the nickname the Venice of the North, home of the Anne Frank House. For the point, name the city which, unlike The Hague, is the constitutional capital of the Netherlands.
Amsterdam.
This country's major cities include Kouyaté and Sikasso, and its capital city is Bamako. For the point,
Mali.
the state's Morden is a popular one of these places in London, while examples of these in New York include the Frick and the Whitney. For the point, name these buildings used to display aesthetic creations, which include several commissioned by the Guggenheim Foundation.
The Gallery. The Gallery.
The state's largest city is Ciudad Juarez. For the point, name the state in Mexico, the largest by area, which shares its name with a small breed of dog.
Pass.
You passed a few questions, started with question, put your hands together for them. Contestants, we've come to the end of round 1. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin round 2, let's take some substitutions and we'll get to know what the scoreboard says at the end of round 1. For St. Augustine's College, who do we have here?
Otu Alexander, General Science, final year.
Put your hands together for Otu Alexander. Accra Academy, who do we have here?
Ample for Baldwin, General Science, final year.
Ample for you, welcome. At the end of round 1, ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching us at home, Accra Academy had 40 points, St. Augustine's College won round 1 with 60 points. Contestants, welcome to round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching us at home, in round 2, the questions will focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school posed a question worth 10 points, bonus 5 points, deduction of 5 points. There's a preamble to the 2 schools. Quote the idiom. So to the 2 schools, what I need you to do is to complete the idiom, okay? Complete the idiom, starting with St. Augustine's College. To flog dash, meaning to waste one's effort. Yes.
To flog a dead horse.
To flog a dead horse is correct. Accra Academy. Dash money, meaning bride paid to secure silence. Yes.
Hush money.
Hush money is true. St. Augustine's, this is your major question. At a drop dash, meaning willingness to do something at once.
Pass.
Chance for a bonus, Accra Academy.
At a drop of a hat.
At a drop of a hat. Accra Academy. A slap dash, meaning a mild punishment.
Slap on the wrist.
Slap on the wrist. St. Augustine's College. But this is a preamble to the 2 schools. Complete the word by providing the missing letters. Provide the missing letters to the 2 schools. St. Augustine's College, I beg your pardon. This is your word. And it means a person who advocates an aggressive policy. Your word is spelled as dash A dash K.
Pass.
Accra Academy, bonus.
Pass.
The answer is A and K. Hawk is what I'm looking for. Accra Academy, your major question. This word means amusingly unconventional and idiosyncratic. Amusingly unconventional and idiosyncratic. Your word is spelled dash A N dash. St. Augustine's, take this for a bonus.
Pass.
The answer is Zani. Zani is what I'm looking for. St. Augustine's, your word is dash R E dash O C I O U dash. And it means old beyond one's years. Yes.
GGS.
Incorrect. Accra Academy, bonus.
Pass.
You're passing. The letters I'm looking for are P, C, and S. P, C, and S. Accra Academy, this is your major question. This word means narrow-minded. Narrow-minded. It is spelled dash A R dash C dash I A L.
Pass.
Bonus, St. Augustine's. Yes.
Missing letters are P, O, and H.
P, O, and H is correct. St. Augustine's, Accra Academy, let's do some math. You have 30 seconds for this. Starting with St. Augustine's, the average age of Sylvia and Seth is equal to the average age of Sadat and Rich. If the ratio of age of Sylvia and Seth is 1 to 3, and Sadat's age is equal to the 3/2 of Sylvia's age, what is the present age of Sadat if Rich's age is 25? Right on time. Brian.
30 years.
That's incorrect. Chance of the bonus to Accra Academy.
Pass.
The answer is 15. 15 is the answer. Accra Academy, your major question. The average height of 60 girls was calculated to be 300 centimeters. It was detected later that one value of 330 centimeters was wrongly copied as 270 centimeters for the computation of the mean. Find the correct mean. Yes.
301 centimeters.
301 centimeters is correct. So Augustus College, the mean of 8 articles was found to be 15. On rechecking, it was found that 2 articles were wrongly taken as 11 and 9 instead of 16 and 14 respectively. Find the correct mean. Right on time, Brian.
16.25.
That's correct. Accra Academy. The average height of 50 students in a class is 182 centimeters. 40 students whose average height is 182.5 centimeters left the class, and 50 students whose average height is 180.5 centimeters joined the class. Find the average height of the present class. Bonus to St. Augustine's College. The answer is 180.42. St. Augustine's, this is your major question. An electric pump can fill a cistern in 6 hours. Because of a leak in the cistern, it took 7 hours to fill the cistern. If the cistern is full, how much time will the leak take to empty it? Andrew.
42 hours.
42 hours is correct. Accra Academy. 2 taps can fill a damper in 7 hours and 8 hours respectively. 2 taps. The taps are opened simultaneously, and it is found that due to a leakage in the bottom, it took 16 minutes more to fill the damper. When the damper is full, at what time will the leak empty it? Mustafa.
40 minutes.
That's incorrect. Chance of the bonus in Augustine's College. The answer is 56 hours. So Augustine's, this is your major question. The line y is equal to 2x plus 4 and y is equal to minus 3x plus 9 intersect at points A, B. What is the value of B? Alex?
6.
6 is correct. Accra Academy. The line y is equal to m passes through the point of intersection of the lines y minus x minus 4 is equal to 0 and 2y plus 2x plus 8 is equal to 0. What is the value of m? Samuel?
0.
Incorrect. Bonus, St. Augustine's College.
Pass.
Minus 4 is the correct answer. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings us to the end of round 2. At the end of round 2, Accra Academy had 25 points. St. Augustine's College had 35 points. Please, put your hands together for them.
never stops until the job is done. Turn your home and business into an internet highway and experience the revolution of working and playing without limits. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh to sign up for MTN Fiber for Home and Business today.
Contestants, you're welcome to round 3. Those of you at home, round 3, the questions are posed to both schools. They're buzzing at any point while the question is being asked to answer. A correct answer attracts 10 points. A bonus is worth 10 points, but there is a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. To the 2 schools, please listen carefully. A particle is moving in a vertical circle. The tensions in the string when passing through 2 positions at angles 30 degrees and 60 degrees from vertical, the lowest positions are T1 and T2 respectively. Then A, T1 is equal to T2. B, T2 is greater than T1. C, T1 is greater than Accra Academy.
T2 is greater than T1.
Incorrect. St. Augustine.
T1 is greater than T2.
That's correct. To the 2 schools, a rod of length L is pivoted at one end and is rotated with a uniform angular velocity in a horizontal plane. Let T1 and T2 be the tensions at the points L over 4 and 3L over 4 away from the pivoted ends. Then A, T1 is greater than T2. B, T2 is greater than T1. C, T1 is equal to T2. And D, the relation between T1 and T2 depends on whether the rod rotates clockwise or anti-clockwise. St. Augustine's.
B.
B is incorrect. Accra Academy.
T2 is greater than T1.
That's B. It is also incorrect. Put your hands together for them. The correct answer is A. T1 is greater than T2. To the 2 schools, John is suffering from a Yersinia pestis, a pathogenic bacterium infection. These bacteria have a type 3 secretion system involving an injectosome, a proteinaceous syringe, which injects YOP toxins into a certain class of John's cells. The YOP proteins prevent these human cells from performing phagocytosis, from producing toxic bacteria-killing forms of oxygen, and from producing cytokines. Which of John's cells are being targeted? A, cytotoxic T cells. B, dendritic cells. C, macrophages. D, Accra Academy.
C.
C is correct. To the 2 schools, select the statement that best describes movement of O2 and Na plus and glucose into and out of the capillaries. A, O2 and glucose diffuse across endothelial cell membranes. Na plus diffuses through pores between cells. B, O2 and Na plus diffuse across endothelial cell membranes. Glucose diffuses through pores between cells. C, O2 diffuses across endothelial cell membranes. Na plus and glucose diffuse. St. Augustine's.
C
is correct. To the 2 schools, the development of this principle was introduced in a 1916 article titled The Atom and the Molecule. Because they possess a d orbital, transition metals are an exception to this principle. St. Augustine's.
Pauli's exclusion principle.
That is incorrect. I cannot accept that. Because they possess a d orbital, transition metals are an exception to this principle, while elements such as hydrogen and helium are exceptions, since both only need to fill their s2 orbitals. The electron dot diagram is used to illustrate this principle by using lines to represent the bonding of atoms developed by Gilbert N. Lewis. This is for the point What rule that states that a chemical element is most stable when there are 8 electrons in its valence shell? Accra Academy.
The octet rule.
The octet rule is correct. To the 2 schools, a mutation on chromosome 15 in Prader-Willi syndrome can disrupt the function of this structure, which is also impacted in Kallmann syndrome. The ventromedial nucleus is a feature in this structure that is responsible for thermoregulation and food intake. These organs, Mustafa?
The hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus is correct. To the 2 schools, anthropologists at Tel Aviv University determined humans were these type of animals based on farming data from the Stone Age. The world's largest living reptile fits into this category of animals, as do nearly all shark species. The Anomalcaris was one of the earliest known examples of these creatures, which occupy the highest trophic level in an ecosystem. No other organism can prey upon for the point toward biological organism at the top of the food chain. So, Gestins.
Apex predator.
Apex
Predator.
predator is correct. To the 2 schools, the stomach slips through this structure in a condition known as hiatal hernia. The phrenic nerve innervates this muscle, whose strength is tested by measuring the vital capacity in both the upright and supine positions. The flattening of this muscle on an X-ray can help diagnose Accra Academy.
The diaphragm.
Diaphragm is correct. To the 2 schools, both males and females of this species are born with ankle spurs, but only the males are able to use these structures to distribute venom. Another biological strength these prototherian mammals possess is a sense of electroreception that allows members of this species to find their prey by detecting electric fields. Along with the Enchida, this animal, along with the Echidna, this animal is one of the 5 remaining species of monotrim, which are a type of mammal that lay eggs. Accra Academy.
The dark-billed platypus.
The dark-billed platypus is correct. It brings us to the end of round 3. Please put your hands together for the 2 schools. Let's leave on stage our experts in English language before we begin round 4. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 3, St. Augustine's College had 15 points, Accra Academy had 35 points. Contestants, I'd like to welcome you to round 4, also known as the G-Money round or the one-on-one round. Those of you watching us at home, in this round we pair one team member against their counterparts from the other school, and the first questions in English, math, science, and general knowledge. Each right answer, a school can get 10 points. There's no deduction for this round and no bonuses in this round. The school's buzzing at any point while the question is being read to answer. To the 2 schools in English, you have 10 seconds. Spell by providing the missing letters. This word means diabolic. It means diabolic. Your word is spelled as dash, I-E-N, dash, I-S, dash. I'm looking for F, D, and H. The word is spelled and pronounced as fiendish. To the 2 schools, complete the analogy. Umbrage is to offense, as confusing as A. Confusion is to penance. B. Infinity is to meaning. C. Decorum is to decoration. D. Elation is to jubilance. St. Augustine's. D is correct. Alex, Amper, you're welcome. To the 2 schools, Tap 1 can fill a tank in 10 hours. Tap 2 in 20 hours. and tap 3 in 60 hours. If all the taps are open, in how many hours will the tank be filled? So don't guess things.
6 hours.
Say again.
6 hours.
6 hours is correct. To the two schools, if 2 raised to the power 10 is divided by 5.
4.
Is correct. The question I was asking is, what is the remainder? Put your hands together for them regardless. Mustafa and Samuel, welcome. To the two schools, the full output of one of these systems is referred to as its firm capacity. So don't guess things.
The power grid.
The power grid is correct. To the two schools. This element with a low 8 hours half-life has a name that is derived from, so don't guess things.
Astatine.
Astatine is correct. Kublenu, Kwabena, welcome. To the two schools. In 1899, Halford Mackenzie claimed to be the first person to ever climb this mountain. The Kikuku people refer to this mountain as Kiriyanga, meaning the one with the ostrich. So now guess things.
Mount Kenya.
Mount Kenya is correct. To the two schools. Keep your eyes on the screen and identify this coach of the Black Queens. Still no guess things.
Nora Haptul.
Nora Haptul is correct. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of round 4. At the end of round 4, ladies and gentlemen, Accra Academy, they had 10 points. Still Augustine's College leading round 4 with 60 points. At the end of the 4-round contest, Accra Academy came second with 110 points. St. Augustine's College winning the contest with 170 points. Accra Academy, thank you so much for coming. Congratulations. I'm sure your school is proud of you and we are equally proud of you. Unfortunately, this will be the end of the road for you. We'll see you again some other time. Please put your hands together for them. And we wish you all the best. St. Augustine's College, congratulations on making it to the semi-final stage, but it gets tougher. My name is Noble Crosby and your quiz master for the contest. I'll see you again some other time. Bye-bye.
Where is the headline?
Coming to you live from Ghana's capital here in Accra. This is Weekend Central here on TV3. My name is Godwin Asidiba.